So let's suppose you come across a chord that you have never seen before, but you want to play it anyway. For example, if you're playing one of your favorite songs and a chord, maybe A major, pops up, and you say, well, how do I play that? What notes go in that? Okay. So let's imagine that you see this and you say, well, I know major is 4 half steps and then 3 half steps, and I know it will start on A. So then maybe you'll write out your chromatic scale, and that's going to help you figure out what notes go in this. Okay, so we got A, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, and this should be relatively simple to write out. Hopefully you can do this by now. If not, maybe review a little bit. Otherwise, maybe some of you have this memorized, and that's even better, because it never changes, right? So we got everything there, and now all we do is count. Okay, so we start on A. We know that we're going to use 3 notes because it's a triad. We put A here. We jump 1, 2, 3, and 4 to get to the first note, and this gets us to C sharp. There's a gap. 1, 2, 3, and 4 gets us to C sharp. Okay, and then finally we add 3 more. So we jump 1, 2, 3, and we land on this note, and that's E. Okay, so if you were to write this in the scale, or I'm sorry, in the staff, it might look something like this, where you got A here, C sharp, and finally E. And this is good. It should always look like this when you have a proper triad. You should have 1, 2, 3 here, and 1, 2, 3 here between the notes here. These are called thirds. Okay. Next, you might want to try another example, and you would get to like F minor. Let's do a minor one that starts in a different place. Okay, so we got F. We know it's F. We could even write F, and I'll write it out this way. Maybe that might look more interesting than this. So we got F, and we go 3 and then 4, because minor is 3 and then 4. So we go 1, 2, 3, and we land here. Now the problem is if you were to write it here like this, and you put G sharp, this isn't correct, because remember, we have to stack them in thirds. This is now a second. This is a second 1, 2. Okay, so we want to make sure that it's in thirds. So what we can do is, instead of using F and G sharp, we would do F and A flat. We use the enharmonic name, we call it A flat, and this stacks it properly. Okay, and then from there we simply add 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, and 4 gets us to C here. Okay, and so we got F, A, flat, and C, and that gives us our chord for F minor. Let's do one more. Let's go ahead and do C sharp diminished. C sharp diminished. C sharp diminished. Okay. We throw our C sharp. We know it's C sharp. Diminished, remember, is 3 and then 3. Okay, so C sharp. And then we simply add 3. So we go, let me use pink. 1, 2, and 3 gets us E. So we got C sharp, E, and then 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4 gets us, I'm sorry, 3 more, right? 3 more gets us to G. Okay, so C, E, and C sharp, E, and G. And in the staff, it might look like this. Maybe we write it up here. C sharp, E, and G. And this looks good. You don't need to use any other enharmonic names. This just works out the way it is. So this is useful if you ever come across a piece of music. Maybe it looks like this, where you got your lyrics up here, and you have your scale or your chords down here. Maybe it'll say F, A major, F minor, and C sharp diminished like this. Maybe the shorthand is there for you and everything. And so if you don't know how to play these chords, you can simply make them really quick, figure out what notes go in them, and you're ready to go.